What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Spencer, taking a look at maybe one of the most random decks I've ever made, and that is this deck centered around number 67 Paradise Smasher. If you never heard of this card, I'll quickly go over it. Once per turn during your main phase, you can attach 2 materials from this card. Each player rolls a 6-sided die twice. The player with the higher total cannot activate monster effects or declare an attack until the end of the next turn. So obviously, the result is essentially VFD. I think that's almost to the T exactly what VFD does. So it's almost like a win condition. I like to call it an FTK in modern Yu-Gi-Oh! For the most part. And if you already have material, if it's still has material on it after you detach 2, you can make one of the results 7. So obviously you're going to give the 7 to your opponent. It's not possible to roll a 7 on a regular piece of dice, meaning that I think it's like 96% of the time that you win. So the whole deck is centered around that. So let's go ahead and take a look. So you have to run like a little bit. Okay, this is a gimmick deck, of course, right? This is not going to be like an actually clean and good looking list, but you do need to play cross out because the whole idea is you go first and you basically beat your opponent. So Nibiru, Joel Lockbird, Imperm, Ash, like those are the ones you really have to cover. The Therian King Regulus, that is through like kind of your mainline combos, you'll see afterwards. This is the little, Gagaga engine. So 1 coat, 1 glove. You don't really have to play this card, but Onomatopia, Gagaga Girl is extremely important. And Gagaga Child is also pretty important because it can basically like copy the level of certain monsters, and you want it to do Gagaga Girl. The whole idea is that you need to summon Gossip Shadow, and that's really the only reason the condition is hard to fulfill. It's because it's a rank 3, and typically in a rank 4 deck, you don't run level 3s. There's a few ways around that, and you'll see here soon. So like I said, it's only like a 2-card Constellar engine, but it does give you a lot. It also just kind of gives you the Omni Negates, right? You're not going to have to worry about monsters effects because of the dice monster. It's just spells and traps. So really, spell and trap negators like Hope Harbinger and Theria's King Regulus. So that's all you really have to worry about. 3 copies of Ascended Sage. 1 copy of Astraltopia. No, it's good to have like a way to get Numbers Protect, but you could probably drop Astraltopia, Numbers Protection, and run more cross-out targets if you really wanted to. It's not really that important, to be honest with you. Such a silly deck. But Sheraton, so I probably could have put that over here. Again, just kind of part of the whole combo line. Astral Kuriboh can copy the level, basically, of what it needs for the rank. So it's good as a rank 4 extender, possibly. But, also, like we're talking about, it's like one of those easy ways to get a level 3 on the board for Bamboozling Gossip Shadow. The Heroic Engine, of course, is just so good. You kind of have to play it in these kinds of decks. The Knuckle Sword, Morning Star, 1 copy for Heroic Call, 3 copies of Envoy. This is like the perfect engine. It's incredible for rank 4s. The rank up Magic Utopia Force, no surprises there. The Onomatopoeia, 3 copies. 1 copy of Reinforcement of the Army. Almost every card in here is a warrior, so whatever you need, you can grab, which is really nice. I wish this card was at 3. 3 Cossack Designator, 1 copy of the Constellar Teller Knights. It's like a monster reborn. And it also helps you like rank up and down, basically. Onomatopickup searches everything, and then Numbers Protection, like I've been talking about a little bit. Onto the extra deck, nothing too crazy. So Zeus, of course, this is an XYZ deck. Utopic Sage, Bamboozling Gossip Shadow. Here's the Utopia engine. It's Utopia, Utopia Prime, number 99 Utopia Dragonar, number 38 Hope Harbinger, number 67, like the ace monster of the deck, of course. This is Gigantic Champion Sarga. So again, the only thing you really have to worry about, and this is why I do like to call it more of an FTK, your normal combo ends on Theria's King Regulus, the Sargus, a successful activation of Smashers, and Hope Harbinger. So this pops a spell and trap essentially, like when you bring out the Hope Harbinger. The Theria's King Regulus is another one. So you can basically like pop almost your opponent's entire back row. Merrymaker. So during your normal lines, which is really cool, you do go and you can Stellar M7, and that's obviously very cool because it's a machine monster, so you don't have to run any bricks when it comes to the Theria's King Regulus line. Deltros is just like incredible. It's super unbelievably good card. This is like the new Teller Knight Constellar Caduceus, number F0 Utopic Draco Future, and number F0 Utopic Future. Okay, great. So let's go ahead. I'll show you how this combo works if you haven't seen it. So I think I call it the VFD combo, and this is about as good as it gets. Unfortunately, if this card was like literally any other card in my deck, this would be an even better end board, but you'll see I'm not really too worried about like any opponent who I face essentially when I end like this. So Astraltopia can change into a level 3, so there we go. the FTK is essentially done. Now, again, if I didn't open exactly Numbers Protect, I would have also had a counter, trap negate, which is really nice. But it's okay. So I can go search the Caduceus. I can freely special summon. I can search the continuous spell. It's really cool because most of the time when you're actually playing the Constellar Knight engine, you have to sometimes it can be hard to get that in the graveyard, but because it's just a rank 4, you can always do it. A good way to do it is Utopic Sage, basically put it into the graveyard. Deltros can pop itself, which can bring another level 4 out, and then obviously that brings back Deltros, so you can use it for F-Zero. Now, it's not super, having F-Zero, I guess, isn't that important because you do have your opponent's not going to be able to activate monster effects anyways, but just that secondary follow-up to make sure your opponent really is never going to be able to do anything at any point in this duel. Okay, and there we go. So, Bamboozling Gossip Shot I can go ahead and equip, and then I can use the effect. I rolled a 3 and a 3, a 5 and a 6. So I just choose the third one. That's a 7, and there we go. He's a way higher roll than me. I did accidentally fire that off a little too easily. I talked about, Sargus, obviously. I should have waited to detach. That way, detach materials. This pops a card. This was another Omni Negate, and then this kind of takes care of, the spells that go on. And then, on the crackback, of course, your opponent's going to die. There's a couple of ways to go through the combo line. I think I can show you one more. Maybe I'll just show you, a replay, but you kind of get the idea. Your opponent isn't going to play anyways. But, like I said, sometimes you can do level manipulation. That's cool. I don't have Astral Utopia in this one, but I can still do the combo. Onomatopickup is kind of the most important card when it comes to this combo anyways, but I can go ahead and discard there. I'm not going to need that Nibiru, of course. So I can go ahead and normal summon, bring out the child, and I can special summon Morningstar, which is very nice. I opened the entire heroic engine, and that was kind of wild, or I should say unfortunate. But I'm still going to be able to end on something pretty good. I don't think I'm going to have the Teller Knight stuff, but if my opponent's playing any sort of normal deck, he's not going to be able to play because he can't activate monster effects or attack. There goes the M7. I can turn that into Deltros. And there we go. So I can go ahead and Monster Reborn with Heroic Call. Pickup makes every single face-up monster on the field turn in that level. And of course, the rest of the monsters are XYZ monsters. They don't have levels. They have ranks. So that kind of works out for me. Number 67. I can put that as material. And here we go. Here goes the dice roll. A 4 or a 5 and a 4 is a 3 and a 6. So I gave him a 7 on that third roll, so he had a 13. And there goes Hope Harbinger. And again, it doesn't matter. This is just an example. But yeah, hopefully you saw a couple of different ways to make it happen. It's a very silly deck, but maybe, it's a fun little deck building challenge, I guess, more than anything. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. Other than that's going to do it for today's video, and I'll see you guys next time.